It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and the spotlight is on George Kittle. He's coming up a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the 49ers and the Seahawks, and it's all up next.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at the Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And what a performance in his last game. Couple of touchdown passes. That was positive.
But more than 2 interceptions.
Yeah, that's not what he's looking for. What did Vince Lombardi say, though? Winning isn't everything.
It's the only thing.
And that's what he hangs his hat on after last week's game.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Purdy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And fights through one man. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Niners at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. We talk about this Seahawk defense. They are the 22nd ranked unit against the run in the NFL.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And we're going to stop play here at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. 2nd and a couple. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And just shouting him off there. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback. I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm time when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 22 carries, 89 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. You talk about this Seahawks defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st down, San Francisco.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crash down inside, and tackle him for a loss.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's 3rd and 7.
He'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They're going to look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
It's 4th down and goal.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And he'll be caught behind the line of scrimmage at the 3. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play. That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Near his goal line, here's Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And I don't think he got there, no. Geez. Maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now left side on the swing pass. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to do. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And now the
third down throw incomplete as well.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he's out right at the 25. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Now Purdy with a throw that's caught by Samuel.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw.
Going underneath to the tight end Green. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
17 yards. And the 49er first down.
McCaffrey. Nice move at the 40. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On the toss, they run wide side to McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, 49ers.
On 1st down, it's Purdy.
This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
Seahawks nothing. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
He was taken
3rd and
down
5.
behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's 3rd down and 5.
They'll set up a throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
A gain of 12. 1st down, San Francisco.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is caught. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
That's caught at the 3. Touchdown! George Kittle. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Now back to throw.
And complete to Smith and Jigba.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Nifty move.
The pass Intercepted by the 49ers.
Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances. Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to add on to their first half lead. They go with McCaffrey. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now they'll audible to something else. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. That's taken on the 25. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I don't know. I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Short throw, it's Higbee. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle, sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist, you know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. They'll look to throw. And Walker has it. And they'll get him down here at the 23. He did his best to just get 4 onto that, but not enough. And now fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at about the 28. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at the 34.
And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And he stopped immediately there.
It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Purdy. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
But the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Now a throw here, hold in. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 35, here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead, Walker. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken at the 23. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brand, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And, oh, boy, nobody wants to see this. That's the running back, Kenneth Walker, who appears to be injured. The medical staff will attend to him, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Stephen Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Where the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I'll go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, now Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. A big play there for the Niners. 46 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
On the Seahawks 22-yard line.
A quick throw completed by Purdy. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Complete to the tight end Kittle over the middle of the field. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Purdy now to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
Seahawks 14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
Brock Purdy and the offense back out there.
He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off. Back now in Seattle, Washington.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Trying the left side with Walker.
Escapes the defender. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Running right, here's Walker. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's got it.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in for the Seattle.
Stephen Carter with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And, you know, they're still very much in the driver's seat, but this second half, this offense has not looked as crisp as the first half, and now with a touchdown that just happened against them, I don't know, things a little more interesting right now.
And so often in games, we talk about a defense picking up for their offense. I think in this case, this offense needs to pick up for their defense. Let them get some rest on the sidelines now, since they just gave up a score. And as you noted, they need to get that Christmas bomb from the first half. They need a big drive here.
Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Purdy from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Purdy looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Moody good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game.
Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker and the Seattle offense. Responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of a player is having that type of a day because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150 no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
2nd and 1. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
That's good for the Seahawks. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 29-yard line.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
10 more yards. Complete to
2nd down and inches. Open man is Higbee, the tight end.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
Back to throw.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Niners are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show off their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
140 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
A pickup of 2 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for San Francisco,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a